Hello, friends. In this video, we're going to break down one simple but powerful concept, bit depth. You've probably seen this term floating around when you talk about images, audio files, or even video quality. But what does it actually mean, and why does it control how good or bad something looks or sounds? Let's figure it out together. All right, before we get into bit depth, let's quickly understand what a bit is. A bit is the smallest piece of information a computer understands, and it can hold only two values, either a 0 or a 1. That's it. On or off, black or white, yes or no. Just two possibilities. Now keep this in mind, because bit depth is built entirely on this simple idea. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When you add more bits, the number of possible values doesn't just go up, it doubles every single time. With one bit, you get two values. Add another bit, and now you have 4 values. Add one more, and you jump to 8. So the formula is simple. 2 raised to the power of however many bits you have. This doubling is the secret behind why bit depth matters so much. The more bits, the more detail you can store. Let me show you what that actually looks like. Now let's see this in action with images. On the left, you're looking at a 1-bit image. Each pixel here can only be one of two things, pure black or pure white. That's why it looks blocky and harsh with no in-between tones. On the right, you have an 8-bit image. Each pixel can now pick from 256 different shades, going smoothly from black all the way to white. Same picture, completely different quality. This is exactly why your phone photos look smooth and detailed. They're stored in much higher bit depths. So bit depth, in simple words, is just how many bits we use to represent each pixel or each sample of data. Bit depth isn't just for images. It works the exact same way for audio. On the left, an 8-bit sound wave can only be captured at 256 different volume levels. So the wave ends up looking like stairs instead of a smooth curve. And that's why old retro game music sounds so crunchy and rough. On the right, 24-bit audio can capture over 16 million levels. The wave becomes incredibly smooth, and you hear every tiny detail. The breath in a singer's voice, the soft tap of a drumstick. This is the same reason a song on Spotify sounds rich and full, while an old voice recording sounds flat and noisy. More bits, more detail, better quality. So where do you actually run into different bit depths in real life? Here's a quick map. 1 bit is used for things like black and white scans or old fax pages. Just 2 values, nothing more. 8-bit gave us the classic retro games and basic graphics from the early computer era. 16-bit is what powers CD quality audio and most standard photos you see online. And 24-bit is where professional photography and studio-grade audio live. That's the level where every fine detail gets captured. So next time you see 16-bit or 24-bit written on a file, you'll know exactly what it's telling you. Now, here's the catch. More bits sound great, but they come with a cost. Every extra bit means more data to store and more data to process. A 24-bit audio file is way bigger than an 8-bit one. A high bit depth photo takes up a lot more space on your phone than a low bit depth one. This is exactly why apps like WhatsApp compress your photos before sending them. They reduce the bit depth and quality just enough so the file moves quickly without you really noticing. So choosing bit depth is always a balance. Quality on one side, file size and speed on the other. All right, let's wrap this up in 3 simple points. 1. Bit depth is just the number of bits used to represent each pixel in an image or each sample in audio. 2. It directly controls how much detail and smoothness you get, whether it's the colors in a photo or the clarity in a sound. And 3. More bits give you better quality, but they also make your files heavier. That's the whole idea. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Webronaq for more simple, no-nonsense tech explanations. See you in the next video.